What's up, guys? This is Sean.
This is Zach.
And we're from the Yelling from the Stands podcast. And today, we're here to talk to you about Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone and computer.
One cool thing Anchor can do for you is it will distribute your podcast across all platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts.
So in a nutshell, it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting from Southern California, this is Yelling from the Stands.
Happy Saturday, guys. Welcome to Yelling from the Stands. This is Sean.
This is Zach.
And we are here on this sunny afternoon to bring you some nice sports news. This week, unlike last week, is actually have some nice little tidbits to go off of. Wasn't quite as boring, so we got some things to look forward to. But first, how you doing, Zach?
I'm good.
What's been going on, man?
None. I had to drop like $200 yesterday at my dog.
What for?
She had some bacteria. Her stomach was... So she hasn't been eating the past 2 weeks.
Uh-oh.
Like off and on a little bit. And then her stomach was making like... Like, you know when you're hungry and it's like... This is like 3 times as loud. I can hear it from across the room. So we took her to the vet, and the vet said that there's bacteria in her stomach, and that bacteria is turning to gas. That's why you hear the noises.
Whoa.
Yeah, so she got like a shot and medication and stuff like that. But she ate fine this morning, so I'm happy that's working out. So.
Dang, $200, man.
Yep.
And this is
good old stimulus checks coming in soon. So
oh, Donnie Bucks. Thanks, Donnie. Did you get a letter signed from him?
No, I just got a
direct deposit.
No, it finally let me put my information online.
Oh, so you got the money, right?
I haven't got it yet.
You still haven't got it?
No, but let me put my for the longest payment not available, and then I put my bank account information, and then it says okay, it went through. Next time you check this page, you'll have an updated date when it will be sent to you.
Nice. So you actually feel like you're gonna get one this time?
Yeah.
Now. Well, nice, man.
What about you?
Dude, we just bought a house, so we're spending money left and right. New mirrors, new bathroom stuff. We're putting it in. We'll be putting that stuff in right after this. Trying to get some grass to grow in the backyard. Mm-hmm. My backyard's pretty hideous. I found like chunks of concrete back there, and I found them the hard way with the mower.
Oh, yeah.
Chunks of concrete, rocks. I went through it with a rake yesterday, for 2, 3, 4 hours, just hand by hand, just finding stuff, man. Found all this PVC pipe that used to be ran. There's no telling what's been going on back there. It's a project. It's life of being a homeowner, man. All this kind of fun stuff takes up your free time now. All right, what do we got on deck for today? So off the bat, we're going to wrap up. We pretty much were all NFL last week, mostly NFL week 1. We finally got some more sports news this week, other than football. So let's start off with the football, get it out of the way. How was the draft? Let's wrap up the draft, give some draft grades, and then talk winners and losers. What do you think? How did it go?
Overall, I don't know. There's no excitement I felt to it. It was just because I understand the whole virus and people are from home, but just even the players at home, coaches, they had no enjoyment of being drafted. It's just. I
totally agree. You kind of got the feeling people were wearing it on their sleeves that this isn't normally how this goes. So the production wise, I give them a thumbs up because I was expecting a lot more technical difficulties, webcams going off, that kind of stuff. But that went really well. But it was still boring. Like you said, you missed the part where the kid's, with his mom in the crowd and putting the hat on and people booing the commissioner.
People are still booing the commissioner in the background. You can see in the video.
Yeah, it's just not the same when he comes on and they're like, boo. And he's like, oh, you guys are funny. You really love me. But they don't. They really hate him. But it was still good. I think they did a good job for what the circumstances were.
Yeah.
But picks wise and stuff, what do you think? I mean, we know you're a Packers fan. If I chose a team, it's the Chargers. That's my team, I guess. Both of us are not happy with how the draft's it, but you so more than me. We'll get into that in a minute. But rest of the teams, who stands out? Who's the winners? Who's the losers? Who's the ones that really shape the way the future's going to look for them?
So, for winners, of course, Ravens I think are up there, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. In my book.
Ravens, Cowboys, Vikings, and Cardinals, I think, are the winners. And then I think the losers, for sure, the Packers, 100%. Yeah, on this list, they're ranked 32. Duh.
Yeah, they did.
Patriots, Steelers, Seahawks, Texans. Yeah.
I mean, the Ravens, you make the argument. They got Patrick Queen, filled that hole from C.J. Mosley. That was a big hole on defense they had. So hopefully that'll be good. Queen's a great pick. They got a steal at 55 in my book at J.K. Dobbins, one of the best running backs in the draft. They just added to what is already a loaded backfield. And now they've kind of freed up that cap room because now they don't have to pay Mark Ingram again. If Dobbins can come around with him, Justice Hill, and they still have Gus Edwards, right?
I think so, yeah.
God, man, like it's ridiculous. They are loaded in the backfield. They were able to pick up wide receiver at SMU, James Proche, safety, defensive tackle. I mean, all around. The wide receiver, Devin Duvernay.
Mm-hmm.
Where's he?
Texas. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude, they hit on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys, as much as I hate them, were another really good draft. Obviously, CeeDee Lamb was their first-round pick. I liked the cornerback Trevon Diggs, that pick from Alabama. They took a cornerback out of Tulsa, center out of Wisconsin, edge rush out of Utah, and a QB from James Madison, Ben DiNucci.
I wonder what they saw in him. Who knows?
That is, I don't know. I am not familiar with him at all. Vikings filled almost all their holes.
Yeah, with
nothing
Justin
sexy.
Jefferson replaces Diggs.
How do you feel about that?
I think we talked about it earlier. It's just, I think Vikings won the trade because the Vikings got like draft picks out of it.
Yeah. I mean,
they drafted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 players.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a hell of a lot. And you got to think everyone that they're filling in, they're saving money. That's the big part of it. Is you're getting a fresher, probably a little bit younger, less experienced, but you're saving tons of money. So they're freeing themselves up if they can be competitive now to really run the table later on.
Because also Xavier Rhodes and Trey Waynes left, so they drafted 2 cornerbacks to replace them. So like they're just replacing people.
Yeah,
just smart.
I like the Cardinals. Cardinals did really well. A lot of people were expecting them to draft CeeDee Lamb to pair with Kyler Murray. Didn't happen. It didn't need to happen, to be honest. Bengals, obviously with Joe Burrow stepping in.
First 2 picks were good, though. Burrows and Higgins.
Yeah, no.
Burrows has Higgins and Green to throw to.
Yeah.
And Ross and, what's his face, Boyd. So
I think still
their wide receiver is pretty good.
The biggest question we're going to be asking about the Bengals is Zach Taylor, the coach. This is his second season coming in. He's going to have the highest touted recruit out of college on his team, and we know now that he's going to be starting day one.
Yep.
I mean, you didn't drop Andy Dalton for no reason. So there's a lot going on in Cincinnati. What do you think that win-loss record looks like next year?
I think it'll probably be just below 500, I'm thinking.
That's what I was setting at, too.
Yeah. Because
if it's anything under less than 5 wins, which is a very big possibility, but I think the talent's there.
7 and 9.
Anything under 5 wins, I think that might be Zach's last hoorah. I mean, I think he had a lot of talent last year. I know he was stripping everything down after Marvin Lewis had been there for ages and had done nothing radical. He was trying to reinvent the wheel. So
it's just crazy how the coaching style is so different than other sports. Like football, if you have one bad year, you're done.
Yeah, could be. That's it. It's the only sport like that that's like, oh yeah, you had a rough one. Yeah, you're fired. Okay. Sorry. We're like, what? I have to start over? Yeah. Go take a job at Western Kentucky. Jaguars look good. Love the Dolphins. Jealous of their Tua pick. Beefed up the offensive line pretty well. They added pretty good to their running back room. So now they've got Malcolm Perry out of Navy. They've got Jordan Howard.
Was it Malcolm Perry was their quarterback at Navy?
I think he might be, but he's listed as a running back on here.
Malcolm Perry was the quarterback for Navy, and he must he's probably so small he probably switched to running back.
Well, they run the triple option, which is basically him running as much as a running back. So they probably just told him, "You're not a running QB in the league. You're going to be a running back."
But he could also be like Tua's second or third string.
Taysom Hill type guy.
It's just one less quarterback you need on your roster.
Run it and then throw it. I mean, it just opens up the door for that. I didn't know he was the QB there. Makes sense though. And then they
Lions
also-
too got a couple.
Well, before that, the Dolphins, Jordan Howard, the new running back. Who else did they? Matt Breida.
Matt Breida for
Yeah.
it was for just a draft pick, right? It
Yeah,
wasn't.
it was like fourth or fifth. I think it's fifth round.
Yeah.
I love Breida, but he
Dolphins
just
might turn around too.
Yeah, I'm excited for them. I love watching teams turn it around. You know, I love watching like the Bengals this year and the Dolphins this coming
discussing
year.
these sucky teams for all these years, like hopefully they should turn around this year.
Yeah, and but yeah, the Lions had a great draft too. Jeff Okudah, obviously, DeAndre Swift. They really hit it and got some
What's
good
up with
picks.
this Georgia just producing running backs?
Not just running backs, dude. Check out their defensive line. I would like to know like total colleges who had the most players drafted. LSU or them?
I saved this thing on my phone. I saw a picture. I think Ohio State's 2015 roster, they were all first round picks or something like that.
Whoa.
Let me go on Instagram.
Well, since 2000, Ohio State is the winner overall with 141. Alabama had 127, LSU 126, and then Georgia's at 115. So Alabama's kind of slid off a little bit lately, but Georgia's really picked it up. I wanted to see for just this last one. Most of them are like the last 10 years and stuff.
Ready for this, Sean?
What?
So, Ohio State 2015 roster, okay? Joe Burrow, first round to Cincinnati. Joey Bosa, first round to San Diego. Ezekiel Elliott, first round to Cowboys. Denzel Ward, first round to Cleveland Browns. Eli Apple, first round to Giants. Marshawn Lattimore, first round Saints. Malik Hooker, first round Colts. Offensive tackle Taylor Decker, first round Lions. And then Damian Arnett, a cornerback, first round Vegas.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
Also, first round Jets, Darren Lee. First round Billy Price, Garen Conley. Curtis Samuel, second round. Michael Thomas, second round. Raekwon McMillan, second round. Paris Campbell, second round. Von Bell, second round.
What?
Taquan Lewis, second round. The list goes on.
I had no idea. That's all from 2015?
Yeah.
Dude.
Cardell Jones is in that draft. Nick Vannett.
I had no
Jeez.
idea it was that loaded, man.
Their full starting roster got drafted.
That is ridiculous. And they didn't win it all that year, did they?
No.
Whoa. That's insane. All right, draftee. So winners, losers.
Yeah, Ohio State beat Oregon that year.
Oh, they did. So we know the winners. So let's talk some losers.
Oh my God! Don't get me started.
I think the biggest, and to me, this is the only loser in my book because, and no offense, it's just how it fell.
they had like a D or an F. Then
It's bad.
Patriots got a C. But
I think and this has happened the last few years like this with the Packers is who we're talking about. But this year was like the culmination because we all know, Rodgers is starting to hit that, tail end of his career. And they've never really set him up with anybody to really do some work. Everybody's like, this is it. They've got what wide receivers are we getting? Who we getting? What the hell happened, man? And you're a Packers fan, so take us through the heartbreak. What was this like for
so
you?
first off, they traded up to get a quarterback who was not even one of the best ones on there. They would trade up to get Jordan Love.
What were you thinking when you were watching that? Did you watch that live?
No, I didn't watch it live. But I was like,
When you read
I
it.
was like, really? Go for a wide receiver. You need someone to, because Rodgers hasn't had a skilled player in 15 years,
Drafted,
Yeah.
15 years, man.
which is before
So-
he even started playing. So like, come on now.
So they jumped up and traded from where? Where were
They
they?
were 30th.
Okay, so they jumped up to number 26
Yeah.
and drafted Jordan Love. Like, objectively, that's a good pick. But when you say this is the pick that was from the Packers, you're like, what? That makes no sense.
Because you got a Fromm or Eason like in the second or third round. You lost two pick, the second pick too. I never really heard of them. They could have probably got a better running. Like I rather trade it up in my second round to get like Dobbins
Yeah.
than trade up in my first round to get a quarterback. You should have got a skilled wide receiver player or some linebacker that could play because Blake Martinez wasn't the. He led the league in tackles, but it was always after the run.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a big stats guy.
It's just a disappointment.
Super. Huge. And they drafted a tight end, third round. Walk me through the running back draft in the second round. Like,
I can see why. The only reason why they drafted running back is because they're not going to be able to pay Aaron Jones in a couple of years.
Yeah, I get that. But you don't have to address that right now, dude.
Yeah.
This is not like every year we've got really good running backs in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
So waste our second round pick on this when they could have drafted another wide receiver.
Yep.
It's one of the best wide receiver drafts in a long time.
Why did they get a tight end? They got a tight end last year. That was pretty good. Is it Hackenberg or something like that?
TJ Hawkin?
No,
that's the guy that went to...
Hawkinson's with Jay Sternberger. They drafted last year.
Oh, okay.
And he was pretty good in college. Why did they draft another tight end? I have no idea.
It doesn't make sense, man. I get the running back for me was really perplexing right after the QB situation.
Mercedes Lewis too. So what's the? I don't know.
It makes no sense.
Every time I talk about it, just makes me mad.
You got Aaron Jones. Jamal Williams is, to me, a really good running back backup. He can catch the ball in the backfield. He just gets hurt a little bit. Aaron Jones is a stud, but he's going to get paid, like you said, in a few years. But like. Is this guy just so good, A.J. Dillon, that they were like, we got to go up to second round and get him? Get a wide receiver, man.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, do you think they really want him out?
Who?
The Packers. Do they
I
want
saw
to
red
get rid
line
of him?
that they did this on purpose to prove a point to Rodgers that we make the decisions, not you.
That's stupid. This is a professional football team. You just set him down and say, hey, we make the decisions, not you. You don't have to. I'm going to draft these guys that we don't need to prove a point. I think that's so stupid, dude. It's ignorant.
While you talk, Sean, I'm going to look up and see what wide receivers they could have got in the second round.
Yeah, look it up. Even the second, not even if they.
That's fine. You kept your Jordan Love. Okay, that's
yeah, exactly.
But I want to see 2020 NFL Draft wide receivers.
Here's the top 15. Hopefully it shows where they went. Oh, this is before the draft.
It says projected. Can we go to NFL.com and check? You should go back and check the draft, right?
That's what I was thinking, like the draft.
They have draft tracker, but I don't want to.
I think that's what it was. Pull that up.
I think I could pick my position, right? I think. Let's just go down then to the second round. Jordan Love.
Theoretically, my only job today is to keep.
I don't want to hear you. All right. Sorry, folks, we're taking a little too long, but all right, I got prospects, positions, wide receiver. All right, you ready for this?
Yeah. So second round, they're looking at a pick, 62, pick 62.
62. All right, so Lynn Bowden. Why is this? Oh, this is off their rankings. I wish it's sorted by. Okay, let's sort by status. So pick 62 in the second round?
Yeah. So pick 62 is where they get
before them. Antonio Gibson, Lynn Bowden, Brian Edwards, Devin Duvernay, Gabriel Davis, Antonio Gandy, something, and Joe Reed.
These are all guys in the top 15 wide receivers. In one of the best wide receiver classes they've had in a long time. Mm-hmm. But instead, we ran with the running back, who I'm not familiar with. A.J. Dillon, I'm sure it's good.
But what pick were they on that? 26. Okay.
Yeah, 26 overall.
Let's say you trade with the Vikings or the 49ers. They could have got Brandon Ayuk or Justin Jefferson. They could
that is elite wide receiver out of this draft.
You think they? See, if I were them, they should have traded up in the first round and try to get a wide receiver. Mm-hmm. Second round, you probably get a quarterback late in the.
Yeah, they could have easily grabbed Jacob Eason. Which fell really far.
I feel bad for him. He went to a team that. What?
It's not going to help him.
The Bills. He's not going to play.
He's not going to have a shot at fighting for a starting job. He's basically a backup unless he can really outdo. It's not going to happen.
Just look at Jacob Eason got drafted in the 4th round.
That's what I'm saying.
They could have They wasted 3 of their picks.
They could have not drafted the tight end in 3 and got their quarterback and had wide receiver, quarterback. We could have had 2 top-tier wide receivers.
I would have drafted a running back next year, not this year.
It's not necessary for this year, man. Like, it's not. They have 2 on roster right now that are decent.
So I want to redraft them. So I would have, like I said, Brandon Ayuk or Justin Jefferson. I would have traded up to get one of those 2.
Okay.
Second round, I probably got another wide receiver.
Yeah, I went after, what's the number 15 we were looking at?
Probably maybe, I don't know what, it was like Duvernay.
Yeah, Devin Duvernay, Antonio Gandy Golden, Brian Edwards, Van Jefferson.
I didn't really follow him. Like one of those guys, it's second round wide receiver.
Yeah, these are the guys that, like, Antonio Brown went in this kind of group. Mm-hmm. These are these groups that are rich with talent like this. You might be drafting superstars left and right.
So you get 2 wide receivers, round 1 and 2. Third round, you probably could get a running back in the third round.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if any of these guys are good. I think Joshua Kelly, was he pretty good out of UCLA?
Yeah, he was.
He got drafted in the 4th round.
Yeah.
A.J. Dillon. What was your second round? Yeah, so I would have got like them. And I would have got Eason in the 4th round.
I like that way better than what they did, man.
Well, Packers, let me draft your team.
Usually I can find an angle and be like, you know what, this is what they're doing. The only thing I can come up with is that power move. Like, oh, we need to show Rodgers that we make the decisions. Okay, well, then make good decisions, you know?
But this backfired because now what they did, we got to go into Brett Favre's thing.
That's
Rodgers,
what takes
he's going to leave.
Yeah,
why would you want to stay there anymore?
Makes no sense. So then this came out shortly after the draft. Favre does not see Rodgers retiring as a Packer, and frankly, I don't either at this point.
Nope.
He said he thinks he's going to play somewhere else. He said it's happened a lot with the other big-name quarterbacks at the end of their career, Peyton Manning, blah, blah, blah. So I think what they've done is they've burned a big bridge with Aaron Rodgers. He's going to come out and play. He still took the high road and called the rookie and congratulated him. You know, Jordan Love. He did all that. Rodgers did.
The thing is, Rodgers didn't have to do that, though.
Absolutely not.
Like Brett Favre says, Rodgers is a guy he'll probably teach him, but Rodgers is not obligated to have him because Jordan Love is trying to take Rodgers' spot. Why would you try to help someone trying to take your spot?
Yeah, and he's not knowing that they're trying to work him out. Why does he want to stick around there? And they haven't really helped him win in the last 8 years, and now they're like, yeah, we're not going to give you even weapons to try to win. We want you to get next generation ready. He has no reason to want to stay, man. I don't know. It's mind-boggling to me to watch a team that is this close to like playoff Super Bowl contention just blow it. Absolutely blow it. It's frustrating.
Yep. So that's that. I'm over that.
And then they say the Patriots drafted the second worst, which I bet if 5 years from now they'd be like, oh, they're actually drafted much better than that because you know how they are.
Yeah. Some superstar will come out of that draft.
Yeah. All right. Next little bit of NFL news we've got. We talked about Telvin Smith last year on Bye Weeks and Booze, and we also talked about him a little bit this year. He stepped away from football last season to deal with some personal issues.
We were like shocked, like, this dude is like a Pro Bowl linebacker.
Great talent, man. I used to have him as my IDP in fantasy all the time. He was a stud.
20-plus points a week.
Decided to set out. Well, it came out this week that the reasons being is that apparently Telvin Smith had met a female, and this was in a mall. I don't know where, somewhere probably in his hometown, wherever he lives. Met a young female at a mall, an underage girl, brought her back to his $1.5 million home, and they had sex, and he offered to pay her $200. She denied, did not want to accept, and then ended up accepting $100 from him. They did this a couple times, and then he said his big concern was that, hey, people are going to see us, you know, make sure you tell them if they ask what's going on right there, I'm mentoring you. So obviously somebody found out last season. It became a big deal. He decided to step away from football and try to fix it or kind of get out of the spotlight or whatever he's trying to do. And now it has all hit the fan. And I think is he arrested?
Most likely. But I'm pretty sure, like, The way they found, I'm pretty sure her parents found out. That's usually how it happens, right? The parents find out, and then
Didn't
I think
say
she was
where.
like 16 or 17. I think.
Yeah, it doesn't say exactly what's
Check
going
the
on.
original article you first sent. I think it said her age. I think she's like 16 or 17. He's 26, I think.
Oh yeah, this one up here.
It's just crazy. Let's see.
Yeah, he's on bond. His bond is 50
Look, like
grand.
he's smiling in his
His
mugshot.
that looks just like his player picture, which is scary. He's like, yeah. Jaguars released a statement. Jaguars are aware of the report involving former linebacker Telvin Smith. The club is unable to comment further on this ongoing investigation. Michael
16
DeRocco
or
of
17
ESPN.
in the tweet.
Yeah.
She was 24. She was 16 or 17.
Whoa. He was a 5th round pick in 2014, by the way. Crazy, man. Jacksonville's falling apart. I mean, he's obviously going to be done there. That's going to be something he's not really going to come back from. So his career is likely over, unless they can just be like,
Yeah, because
oh,
that
that's
what
not
happened
true.
with a pitcher for the Steelers. He was or not the Steelers. I'm thinking of football still. A closer for the Pirates. He got arrested last year because he was having underage sex with a girl. What's his name? Closer, Pirates arrested. Felipe Vasquez, yes.
Did the same thing?
Felipe Vasquez, starting closer for the Pittsburgh Pirates, was arrested and charged with 1 count of computer pornography, solicitation of a child, 1 count of providing obscene material to minors, according to Florida. Yeah, so I think he got deported too, back to wherever he's from.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn. That's like that's crazy. Get all that, lose all that
People, I
money,
swear.
lose your contracts. It's not worth it, man.
Just find someone your age.
Yeah, like
There's
not
dating apps for that.
people- Yeah, bro, get Tinder, do something.
Or Bumble if you're into that type
Farmers only. There's all kinds of shit out there for whatever you're into. Yeah, Telvin's pretty much done. The defense, the damage is already done to the Jacksonville defense and team. They are in full rebuild mode. We're like they're gonna ride Gardner Minshew's mustache as much as possible this year to try to keep him in the news.
Uncle Rico.
But not looking good, man. Not looking good, Con. Bengals. The Bengals did the unthinkable this week. I wasn't expecting they would do this soon.
Yeah.
We had talked about it last week. The Bengals released Andy Dalton this week. Like, you got 2 angles to see it from. Obviously, yeah, we're waiting to get our pick, and then we're going to let you go. One thing is, do you give a shit about Andy Dalton? You held him till after the draft, till everybody filled their quarterback needs, and then released him? It really hurt him. That's going to hurt his stock. He's still going to find a job. But for teams to try to work him into a starting position, it's not going to happen anymore because they've already filled those. You might see a team like Jacksonville.
So yeah, Jacksonville or Patriots is probably the 2
Patriots
teams
are a big one.
I'm thinking of.
I could see that. Steelers are kind of trying to find a different route. Obviously, Mason Rudolph didn't work out great last year. But yeah, Jacksonville, Steelers, Patriots, all be good fits. I think Andy Dalton is good. I think I'm not going to say he's like Ryan Tannehill, like he could come back and be a starter, but I would like to see him outside of that Bengals system because he played under Marvin Jones forever. Is it Marvin Jones? Am I saying the right name?
Marvin Lewis?
Marvin Lewis.
Marvin Jones is
Which is the receiver.
He did play for the Bengals though. But
Yeah, he did. So Marvin Lewis. They were under Marvin Lewis forever. And I'm not a big fan of Marvin Lewis. So I would like to see Andy Dalton in a different system. Show us what he can do. Because I think he still has value. And one of those teams could definitely have it. Did you see Bashaud Breeland's video?
I just watched it this morning. It's crazy.
What's your thoughts? Like, if you haven't seen Bashaud Breeland, he's a cornerback on Kansas City. And he was stopped by police officers, looked like at a gas station the other day. Not sure when this happened. But they were basically had some issue where he wasn't complying. And then guns were drawn. I don't know. Break us down. What happened and kind of what's your thoughts?
I don't know what caused it. He came out. He was at a gas station, and the cop was he trying to arrest him, or
I think he was just trying to get him
detain him?
Yeah.
And this dude has the balls to not fight back, but to break away from the cop trying to hold him down, and then he gets in his car.
Like the cop was like, dude, just stop. Sit still. And this guy's like, no. He keeps hollering to somebody over, like one of his buddies or something. Hey, come here. Trying to get more people involved. And the cop's like, no, I'm trying to take control of the situation. Even the lady that's filming it is like, he is not listening. What is going on? She's freaking out because she thinks he's about to watch a murder happen. I don't know what the hell he's going on. Dude, he's sitting there just being an idiot. The cop's like, just sit still. That's it. I'm not asking you to do anything. Stop. He opens his car door, tries to get in his car door and leave. He will not even take direction until the police officer pulls his gun. Once he pulls his gun, okay, yeah, okay, I'm listening now. Still kind of gives him a little bit of grief, but...
Yeah, but you hear the people like filming in the background like, oh, just listen to the cop.
What is so hard about that? I could get it if the guy was listening and, and the cop's being a dick or something to him, but all he's asking you to do is just, for the safety of himself and everybody around him, just stop moving. You don't know what's in that car. It could be a gun. What's he reaching for? He's ignorant. We've seen this happen too many times. And, not every time it's the police's fault or it's, the patron, whoever's dealing with them's fault. It's back and forth. This time, if Breeland would have got shot, I think that's on him, from what we could see. Mm-hmm. But, man, I hate seeing stuff like that. It was a really close one. It could have been real bad. All right, what else we got? We're finally getting into some other sports. This is not my favorite sport in the world.
NASCAR, baby! left turn.
Bro, in fact, I don't know if I've ever...
You ever watched NASCAR?
I don't think I've ever watched a full race.
NASCAR when I was little, just 'cause my great-grandpa was Jeff Gordon. That's why I'm a Jeff Gordon fan, even though he isn't...
So your great-grandpa was Jeff Gordon?
No, my great-grandpa liked Jeff Gordon.
Oh, I thought you literally said your great-grandpa was Jeff Gordon.
I wish.
Is he that old?
Get free Pepsi. No, he's not that old. He's probably in his 50s.
Wow. So what's going on with NASCAR?
Yeah, so NASCAR starts, I think, in May. I don't know if the article opened up, but let me try to find it. Yeah, but they're going to have 7 races in 11 days. That's a shitload of races.
Holy shit.
There's some skepticism, like, oh, these people are going to get sick. That's too many turns. Yeah,
that's too many turns.
Are you
serious? That's a concern?
May 17th is going to start.
Wow, 7 races, 11 days is a glimpse.
I wonder if
of
they're doing
what's
that
to
much
come.
just to kind of catch back up on the season.
That's what it sounds like. So 7 races in 11 days, starting on May 17th. 4 of them are in the Cup Series. Is this too much of a good thing? Fox
yeah, so we
Sports
have.
is asking.
Well, they're staying in the same. So you have May 17th, Darlington, May 19th, Darlington, May 20th, Darlington.
So it's the same track?
The first 3 races, and then the next 4 races are in Charlotte.
So are they just doing this because the point system, right? Like to get caught up on the points?
I would assume so.
Okay. Because I'm sure they're behind on all that.
Yeah. You have a 400-mile race, 200-mile race, 500-kilometer, 600-mile race, 300-mile race, 200-mile race, 500 kilometers. So yeah, so
the race in Fontana, because there's a big one in Fontana where we used to live and where we used to shoot.
Is it 300?
Was that one of the last ones they did?
No, it's Auto Club 500. Yeah, I think it was. That was like one of the last races.
That's crazy. I remember when it was going on, man. We always had to watch Cherry and stuff like that because there was all kinds of cops everywhere.
Yeah, from my house where I live at in Fontana, you could hear. Is it turn 1 and 2? You could hear.
Yeah.
And my grandma's house, you could hear turns 2 and 3. It's pretty crazy.
That's nuts. I would love to go to one, man. I have a lot of buddies that go out there and obviously get hammered and just do the whole tailgate and stuff like that. It would be fun to see, but I just can't. Really
I'm probably gonna watch it because it's sports.
I'm with you. If it's sports and I'm at home, like hell yeah, I'll hook it up. I'll try to watch anything, man. I'd watch golf right now. I can't do golf.
No golf?
I can't do golf.
Why not?
It's so boring.
I really want to go to like a live golf game. That'd be cool.
See, I would do that too. It's a wholly different experience for me when you go live. Like I could watch any sport live.
Just go live, just be on hole 18 and just hopefully see someone, like if there's like a tie and see like a tiebreaker. That'd be crazy.
That would be. Like, what would you say is the most boring sport to watch on TV?
Boring?
Like major sports, not like badminton.
Tennis?
Would you say tennis?
Yeah.
I would almost say. I'd say it's between tennis and golf for me. Watching it on TV.
Yeah. I put tennis down there because it's
That is pretty dumb. Golf, at least you have the nice scenery and stuff. It's real pretty, like all the, especially
when Tiger Woods came back, I was watching like, do this, and he was winning. So it's crazy.
What sport would you say is awesome to watch live, but is horrible to watch on TV?
I don't know.
I got one. It's baseball for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I really don't have a dislike sport. I think basketball. I can't stand watching on TV, but in person is cool. That's for me.
See, I got into it when I love the NBA Finals. That's one of my favorite times. March Madness is awesome.
The best sport to watch live though is hockey, 100%.
I'd probably give that to you because I've only watched a couple.
So fast paced.
Yeah, and you feel it, dude. Like the hits and stuff, schmack.
And then it's super cold in there because of ice. And then if you're super close, you can hear the players like calling out plays, like, "Hey, over here!"
Really?
You hear them talking their strategies.
That's pretty badass,
cool,
man. I gotta go watch a Kings game, man. I keep saying all this stuff.
Such a pain in the ass to go to Staples Center.
If you would have told
me,
I
do need to go there because I want to mark off all the arenas too. Because I've seen just the Ducks and I've seen the Arizona Coyotes.
Bro, if you told me 5 years ago, you're gonna live in California for 5 years and you're not gonna watch a single sporting event, I was like, what? No, you're kidding.
Yeah, because you haven't been to a baseball game.
Been nothing.
Minor league.
We talk about it so much in our household.
Well, now this happened, so we can't. This whole now we can't go anywhere.
Even By Weeks and Booze, when we were doing that, we were like, we're gonna go to this and we're gonna check. We ain't done shit, man.
We talk the talk, but we do not walk the walk.
It's just we're so busy, man. You guys got school and work, family work, buying houses. Just there's a lot going on. Very pivotal time for us. NASCAR would be pretty cool though. I would go to a NASCAR event. All I remember about NASCAR is my stepdad would watch it. He was a huge NASCAR fan, but he'd be so pumped up for the races and stuff, and he would sit down, he'd turn it on, and they would watch 4 or 5 laps, and he'd fall asleep. And then he'd be asleep until the last 3 laps. He'd kind of
he had his body had a natural clock in it where he knew you
every time
start the race, you fall asleep, and you wake up at the end of the race.
Every time, because I would watch football and he would be like, I don't know how you watch this, man. I can't get into football. And I was like, I don't know how you watch NASCAR. He's like, oh, it's great. It's really entertaining. And I'm like, how can you say that? You fall asleep for 90% of the event. So he would always just crash out and wake up at the end and be like, yep, all right, that was a good race. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I mean, napping is a part of a sport. I mean, count me in, but I think he just added that in. What other sports we got that are firing back up? NASCAR, NHL. Speaking of the funnest sport to watch live, could soon reopen and see an altered schedule. What does this entail?
I think they're gonna start up in a 24-team playoff.
So start that
2014 playoff. The top 6 teams from each division meet in one city. They would open with best of 3 series between the number 1 seed to decide who's the divisional winner, which is kind of fair. Mm-hmm. While number 3 plays 6, number 4 plays 5, and they'll keep playing.
Whoa!
So if that's the case, because there's 4 divisions. So top 6. So for the Metropolitan Division, you got the Capitals, Flyers, Penguins, Hurricanes, Blue Jackets, and the Islanders.
Mm-hmm.
Atlantic, you have Bruins, Lightning, Maple Leafs, Panthers, Canadiens, and Sabres. In the West, you have the Central Division, which is the Blues, the Avalanche, the Stars, the Jets, the Predators, and the Wild. Ooh, my Ducks are going to make it barely. You have the Golden Knights, the Oilers, the Flames, the Canucks, the Coyotes, and the Ducks.
So is that every team?
Almost. It's each division. 2 teams don't make it. Usually all of them have 8. There's 8 teams per division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's 8 teams. One division has 7. But they're going to get another team soon. Next season, I believe, Seattle has an NHL team coming in. So Seattle will probably go into the... I'm thinking Seattle might either go into this... They're going to be in the West, but either they're going to go to the Central, or they'll move Seattle to the Pacific, and they'll move one of the either Calgary or Edmonton will go to the Central.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how far Edmonton and Calgary are towards the central of the United States.
So they're talking if they start back up, they're going to immediately go into basically a playoff system.
Yeah, but usually playoffs, you only have, half those teams, 12 teams?
Oh, okay.
But they're doubling the size.
Ooh.
That way, it's more teams are in
So So is it a one and done in that?
It's best of 3, yeah. So
Okay, so they played more than one game.
yeah. If you win your first 2, then you're
That'd be badass, man. When does the like Stanley Cup usually fall around? What's the time period? You know?
soon, right? June?
Because usually I always remember before Madden came out, we would get a new NHL right around then. I thought.
Let me check.
It was close.
I'm going to check last year's to see. Yeah, May. End of May. No. Yeah.
Okay, so they're trying to basically...
End of May was when... It would be playoffs now, because end of May was... End of May, beginning of June's when the Stanley Cup Finals is, so...
Wow.
Yeah, so beginning of April. End of March, usually playoffs start.
So they're just trying to kick it up and get the playoffs going. That would be
hopefully they get stopped by
man.
June to be caught up. That way players have enough time to rest into the next season. Rather than say like they push it back and they got to play. Yeah. Oh, then you get like a month off and you got to start preseason again. Yeah,
dude, I would be totally on board for that. I love watching hockey. I love the idea of getting some games back and going straight into the playoffs like that. That'd be killer.
Yeah, because usually 1, 2, 4, 8. So 16 teams usually make it. They just add an extra 8 teams? Yeah, they add an extra 8 teams for the playoffs for this year. This is like only like a one-time thing though. With this,
for sure. I just pulled up biggest hits ever in hockey. I want to watch this for a second. This is the
with hockey. You can just like even watching it, you just feel the hit. Like
god,
you know when someone gets hit in your nuts, like you see someone get hit in the nuts, you just feel it too. You're like, it's just weird how.
I think the cold makes it so much worse in hockey because like if it's cold outside, like you probably can't relate to this a lot because you've lived out here your whole life.
Yeah, but like. Playing baseball like at night in the winter when it's cold and you get hit by a ball or it hurts.
Everything hurts so much worse when it's fucking cold, dude.
But they're warm. They sweat a shitload.
Oh shit! Did you see that glass break?
They have their padding. They have thermals under. I think they get pretty hot under there. Boom,
dude. That is. And then on top of this, they let these motherfuckers fight.
Yeah, but like when that happens, usually like. If someone gets hit that big, then your teammate should stand up for you. Because, like, most of these hits, they're not looking at the play.
Yeah, and it's usually the blind side. So, in hockey, is there anything like the football call where wide receiver's not paying attention?
Yeah, it's targeting.
Targeting.
It's called charging. I think it's charging,
Oh, is that what that is? Well,
there's charging. There's interference, which means you're going after someone who's not going for the puck. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you go too high, it'd be automatic. It'd be a 5-minute major, which means a 5-minute major happens where the team who caused the penalty, they'll be down 4 guys for 5 minutes straight. And say if you score, you'll keep scoring while they're down 4 people, or they're down 1 person. Usually, when it's a minor, if it's a power play, the power play team who scores. The guy comes back on the ice. But if it's a major, you're going to be down 1 guy short for 5 full minutes.
Regardless.
Yeah, so you can keep scoring goals.
So, when I play the hockey games on my Xbox, usually I get into the sports a little bit and the rules a little bit better. Yeah. But there's been nothing lately, and I haven't had time to play video games in forever, so I'm lost. But I love, dude, hockey seems so cool. And some of these hits are nasty.
But hockey's it's such an expensive sport to play.
Yeah, I mean... There's a big reason a lot of white guys play hockey. Like, if I wanted to play hockey growing up, I wouldn't even know where to start.
Did Oklahoma, it probably didn't even have hockey because probably the last 10, 15 years, hockey just became a big thing in the West Coast out here.
Yeah, it's really, it's kind of hitting the mainstream in America. But, like, I didn't have any friends that played. We knew of it. Mighty Ducks was a big reason we knew of it, honestly. But, like, I couldn't tell you hockey teams back in the day. I had a game on Sega Genesis. I think it was NHL 96 or 97. I used to play as the Avalanche, man. That was my team growing up. But I don't know anything else about it. If I wanted to play ice hockey as a kid, I don't think I even had the option to. I would have had to drive about an hour and a half just to find a place that probably could facilitate that.
Probably somewhere in Tulsa probably had an ice hockey rink or something.
Yeah, because even the small towns around us, that's nothing.
Yeah,
nothing like that going on.
I'm excited for that. I hope it does happen. So they'll all play in one city. The only problem I have with that is that ice doesn't get jacked up. They're gonna have to constantly keep like rewatering and refreezing because that many. They're gonna have a couple games on the ice per night, so it's gonna be.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I just came across this thing that's. I was like, wonder what the coolest logos are. So 30 greatest.
Why is the
sports
Cowboys
logos.
logo on there?
So get this.
It better be number one.
I just skipped through a few of these, and this is a hoot. So
this
first
is
off,
Fox Sports too.
yeah,
it's not like a
it's
note,
Fox. So this is exactly what I would expect from Fox. So the top 30 sports logos ranked. Number 30, the Raiders.
It's not a bad logo.
It's
just
not a
old.
bad logo, but you're going to tell me that you're talking all sports.
Yeah.
This is all sports.
Because soccer has some good dope logos. Hockey
Really
does.
coll ones. Hockey's got some awesome.
Baseball does. Yeah.
Like I love the Wild. Minnesota Wild.
That
I
one's
love
really
that
cool.
one. Raiders looks
colors.
plain old to me.
Jets is
29,
pretty cool.
the Jets. I think it's one of the cheesiest looking logos I can see. Every time I think of a funny, like, horrible logo, I think of this one.
Yeah.
I think it's
It
horrible,
could have been
dude.
better, but
It's like somebody fucking Microsoft copied and pasted a jet over the top of a
go to
a
another
leaf.
tab. Type the old Jets logo and let's see if you like that one more. So Winnipeg Jets, they were like years ago, and they moved to
Winnipeg.
yeah, and they became a different team. And then Atlanta Thrashers folded, and they went back to. Do you like that one?
Oh, that's theirs.
Yeah,
I
that's their
prefer
old
that.
logo.
It reminds me of the Islanders, though, isn't it? Kind of.
Kind of, sort of, but yeah.
But I like that. Hell yeah. Whatever.
But like the Jets is like a hockey stick, and like it's in a puck, and then it's like a little. Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
Yeah, that one. I'm not a fan of this Jets one.
That's a college, right?
This is 28.
That's an old logo.
They're saying this is the coolest, greatest logos in sports. The Indiana State Sycamores, which they didn't even fucking spell right, Sycamores, is in the state of Indiana.
I love doing that. I love catching like people
Right?
like. I remember I think it was on when Snapchat became a thing. It was like Back to the Future anniversary, and they put the wrong year in. My you dumbasses. I think did I message him or something?
You did?
And then they changed it. Like
Shut up.
yeah,
Dude, I love being that guy. And it's like, okay, I get it, we're wrong. Don't be a dick about it. You're like, I wasn't being a dick, I'm just telling you. But yeah, they totally spelled that wrong. This is a horrible logo for the top 30 of all sports. This is pathetic.
and Larry Bird played there. That's
It's the state of Indiana. It's a white star.
over probably where the school's at.
Yeah, and the freaking says Sycamores in this nice little rainbow shape. And the font looks like it was an old gas station in your hometown. Like, this is bad. You're kidding me. Number 27.
The Browns.
I get the tradition of like the orange helmet with the brown stripe. I think it's cool, but for most people, I think they would disagree with this one. 26, the Bills. I'm one of those guys that likes the Bills logo.
It's not bad.
Not bad, but I still think we could think of better. The 25's the Knicks.
Yeah.
I disagree.
I just thought there's more logos out. Like,
Yeah.
it's cool, but it's not like the greatest.
I could think of like a handful that are badass. Number 24, the
Austin.
Austin, PA Governors. It's kind of cool looking.
It's like a minor league team.
Yeah, it's a guy wearing a monocle and
It's a Monopoly man.
magician's hat.
It's a Monopoly man.
I agree with this one. This one's old school, 70s looking to me.
Oilers.
23, Edmonton Oilers. I like the way it looks. Looks cool. But
Oil
like
drop.
still the same boat. I think there are cooler ones than this.
Flyers.
22's the Flyers.
Cornell.
21's Cornell's the Big Red, which is a bear sticking his head through the sea. Like, okay.
Sabres. Nah, I like the old
20's the
Sabres
Sabres,
logo.
yeah.
Remember the old one was black and red.
Huh.
Yeah, put both those Sabres. That one.
That one, yes. Yeah, I agree with you there, totally.
Yeah.
19, the Milwaukee Bucks, which I think is pretty cool. It's like
That's their new one. Though.
Jägermeister.
Wasn't their old one cool too?
Yeah, they used to have a really cool one. Bucks,
It's like sometimes why change your logo? It's fine the way it is.
like the Rams.
Oh
the
my!
fuck?
Don't. Yuck. We talked about that last episode, right?
Yeah. Yeah, look at the Bucks, man. That's old school. That reminds me of
Because they were
freaking...
purple and green, weren't they?
Yeah, it reminds me of NBA Live, like 97. I used to play
No,
that.
NBA Jam, dude.
Oh, yeah. He's heating up.
Uh huh.
You want to hear the story? I got NBA Jam for Christmas. Me and my brother, we had asked for a Sega Genesis for Christmas. We didn't have a video game system. We were like, we want NBA Jam and Madden, and this is what we want. Blah blah blah. Please, please, please. And then my brother came up to me like a week before Christmas. Was like, hey man, I'm pretty sure we got that Sega. And I was like, how do you know? He's like, because the other day it's just me and Dad here, and he was in his room, and I just went up to the door because I thought I heard something, talking or something, and I put my ear up to the door, and all I could hear was, he's heating up.
Your dad was playing.
He was fucking playing NBA Jam. He had unwrapped it and was playing Madden and NBA Jam in there.
Before you guys gave it to you guys.
Yeah. And sure enough, Christmas morning, dude, Sega Genesis dropped.
Was that Christmas Eve?
No, this was like a week before Christmas.
Damn.
He said him and Dad were home by themselves for probably 3 to 4 hours at least. I think I was at baseball practice or something. And he said he was in there the entire time playing Madden and the other one. He said, I could hear it. I knew we were getting it. I was like, that's
How old were you guys?
I was probably 11. Maybe. No, I was probably 9 or 10. Yeah, he was probably 14.
That's funny.
Wow. 18 is Kansas Jayhawks, which is unique, but I wouldn't say it's the coolest of all time. 17 is the Steelers, which I don't understand. 16 the Golden State Warriors, which is kind of cool. I feel like this is a horrible article. 15 is the Islanders. 14, it's a freaking P, man. The Pittsburgh Pirates. You're telling me that's
Calgary's is pretty dope, though.
Calgary's is cool. That's classic.
Calgary Flames, that's badass.
12's the Packers.
No.
I disagree with you. I think the Packers have one of the... So many high schools rip this off because it's just the classic
Grambling
G.
State, Georgia.
Any high school that starts
Bishop
with a G.
Groman.
Yeah. Yep. Bruins, I think it's pretty cool, but I don't know if I like the Bruins logo so much because every time I see it, I think of Adam Sandler and Happy Gilmore. The Mets, pretty cool.
Yeah, the New York.
There's a lot of baseball in this, and a few the Celtics.
Yeah.
When was this? Now that I like that.
It's the color.
Number 8, the Tar Heels, North Carolina Tar Heels.
Maple Leafs.
I think it's badass. 7, the Maple Leafs, which.
Cool as Maple Leaf, but
yeah, I don't think it's that great.
Flyers is pretty cool.
Yeah, 6, the Detroit Red Wings.
Or Red Wings, that's right. Yeah,
that's
cool.
a classic.
Because Detroit was where the cars were at. Yeah.
Of course, number 5 is the Yankees.
It's cool though. Like if they just had the logo, just the bat with the hat in it.
So this is where I'm on board. I'm on board with the Miami. I'm on board with the North Carolina. Miami's number 4 Hurricanes.
A lot of colleges on this list.
Yeah. Number 3.
It's not even a team.
What? Fox, who wrote this article, dude? This is the best Lego logos in sports, and they put the MLB logo as number 3.
It's not even a sport team.
So it's the same shit as the NBA logo, but a guy playing basketball. So what?
Yeah, it's the same colors.
Number 2 is the Texas Longhorns. I hate Texas, but I understand it. But it's a cow.
I want to know who put this art.
You wait till you see number 1, because I've seen number 1.
Oh my god!
And the number 1 sports logo, according to FoxSports.com. Take your guess, Zach.
I'm trying to. It's like
the most cliche thing you can think of. Who's the best logo? You see it out here all the time.
We're gonna be a Cowboys. Is it Cowboys? Oh,
it's the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my god!
The gold standard, once, today, beyond. That's literally what it says on their website.
I'm so mad right now. I'm just heated.
This is stupid, dude. This is so. I would, if you guys are used to watching Fox Sports or Fox News, this is about
Chase,
like it
get
is.
Your shit together.
He's got a Twitter. Let's go see what else other stupid shit Chris Chase says.
This was posted in 2016, but still.
His fucking profile picture is.
John
Uncle
Stamos.
Jesse from Full House, writer, USA, TSM&G, formerly of FTW, Yahoo Sports and Fox. I saw the sunrise.
He hasn't posted almost 2 years.
He probably got fired after that article.
He still has what do you call it? The blue check mark, whatever you are. You're
He's verified.
You're verified, yeah.
Wow, dude, this guy's got to be. He probably got fired. He's got 14,000 tweets. Dallas Cowboys, your number 1 sports logo of all time. Give me a break. Come on, it's a star. All right, nice little side road we took right there. Let's jump back to some sports. The last major sporting event we are expecting to come back. I know Zach has a huge heart-on for.
Yes, I'm
Major League Baseball,
I'm
baby.
raging right now.
So what's the word with Major League Baseball? When are we coming back?
Looks like late June, early July.
So...
no fans, most likely.
Yeah.
At least 100 games. This is the little kicker. So originally they had it where they wanted just to have whoever their spring training facility, whoever played in Arizona stays in Arizona, whoever plays in Florida stays in Florida. Now they have it so per your I guess, division, you stay that. So everyone in the West, in the Central, and the East are all playing together. So AL NL West is one division.
Okay.
AL NL Central is one division. AL and NL East is one division. So there's 10 teams per division. There's 30 teams, and they only play in that division. And the reason why is that because is travel. So everyone on the West, you stay on the West Coast. You don't go to the Central or East Coast.
Okay.
Central stay in the Central, and you fly, and the East stay on the East. So it's going to cut travel
Makes
in
sense.
half. And then also they'll be able to play in their own stadiums. There's no
That's
fans.
not bad,
it's
man.
Cool. And everything be televised. So
I think that'd be fine.
I'm
I think we're to
excited.
the point now where most sporting events, without the fans, you take away the biggest risk. We just don't know how these people they're going to react because Florida's opened up, Tennessee, Georgia, all these places are opened up.
we'll still have 2 months, so hopefully they'll see. Okay, is the trend for the virus going down, or
not.
if it spikes, then
It is. That's the thing. It's already spiking. Like
that's what Dr. Fauci said, that we're going to see some spikes. But
I mean, if we can get it under control, I get it. But like LA just had a huge spike after this whole Santa Monica beaches. The beaches were packed 2 weeks ago or last weekend. Florida had a big spike. Heard Georgia's having spikes. It seems like what they're doing is okay with some of the restaurant stuff because they're taking precautions with them. Just with us working essential jobs, we're used to that. Everything's been mostly the same. You still go to work. You just do all these things very differently. Everything's changed. So I'm fine with giving them the opportunity to, hey, show us you can be responsible with it and keep the number down. We gotta fight the curve.
I just don't know how playoffs are going to work for MLB.
So they're not going to be able to play all 162 games.
It's like 100 games.
Okay.
But for playoffs, though, because you usually have like the top. There's the top two. I can't even click on this right now. But the top two of each division. The top two make the play. On top, there's the winner of the division, and then so you have what? AL. Yes, you have 6 teams, and then you have 4 wild card teams. So I'm thinking they'll have it where the top 2 from each division will make the playoffs. So that's 6 teams. And then the rest of the teams, everyone's overall record, the top 4 will be a wild card team. And then 2 wild card teams will play on one side, 2 wild card teams play on the other side, and then But so I think for playoffs, it's gonna be kind of complicated when it comes to playoffs. But if they got this far, then they could figure something out.
For sure, man. And at this point, I think all the fans are on board with anything. Let's try anything. We don't mind sitting at home. We'll watch it on TV. We'll, whatever we got to do to get it back going. I think we are all on board with giving it a try. Here, I found a ranking all the 30 Major League Baseball logos from worst to first. Let's see how
Diamondbacks are 30th? That's bullshit.
Worst one is the Diamondbacks.
I love the Diamondbacks logo. Like, Arizona Diamondbacks, it's a snake in their logo.
I don't know. I'm going to try to stay neutral on this one.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Let's see. Did I just screw that up? Hopefully I didn't just screw our audio recording up. No, we're still good.
We're still good, guys.
Still
We're
good. Okay, number 29, the Miami Marlins.
It is pretty bad.
I'm
They've
not a
gotten a
fan.
lot worse. I just wish
Yeah.
they stayed the Florida Marlins. It was just their teal and black.
Totally agree.
But every time they've already changed the logo twice in the past couple of years.
Yeah, they have. I remember when they were the Florida Marlins, like you said. And Florida Marlins? Was it Florida
Yeah,
Marlins? Yeah. That's what they were growing up, like with Ted McGriff and all the... Was it Ted McGriff?
Fred McGriff?
Fred McGriff, yeah.
He was on the
Ted
Devil
McGriff.
Rays. Yeah, like Cliff Lee and Juan Pierre and Dontrell Willis, and list could go on.
Jeez.
Mike Lowell.
Cincinnati Reds, number 28.
It's a classic logo. It's cool. It's
classic.
to see.
Kind of plain a little bit. Indians, I disagree with her. I like
Well,
the
their
Indians.
new logo, they can't use the Chief Wahoo anymore.
Oh, do they have a new one?
It's just a C, I think.
That's it?
Yeah.
Cleveland Indians new logo.
Maybe they get rid of the Chief Wahoo because it's red.
Is it that?
That one's kind of cool. It's like old. It's just that the second row on the right. It's just a C.
Like the old college looking see that thing?
Yeah, just
okay.
like college
That's
C.
cool. You think they're going to change the name?
No, I don't think so. What do you call it, Cleveland? I don't know. I just I
What would you call them?
don't know the Cleveland. I don't know what's in Cleveland to call.
What is Cleveland famous for? Besides disappointment.
It's called the Little Bronze. Okay.
The Little Browns. 26. Seattle
I love
Mariners.
Mariners logo.
I am with you. That was my team growing up. I still like them to this day. Ken
Has a
Griffey
compass in it.
Jr.
Oh, King Griffey, man.
Dude, man.
Kid.
I disagree with this one. It's a classic. The Rockies.
The Rockies logo too.
I think they'd be lower. Like that's all it's ever been is the CR, right?
Yeah, I just love the colors. They could have probably made a better logo with having like the mountains in it.
That's what I was thinking. Like, do something with the mountains in it, man. The Rockies. 24 is the Astros, which I don't think is a bad logo, but it kind of
go on Google, look up their old logo. I love their because they were originally they were like a brand. They were like they were that one.
This one?
No, down that one.
Oh yeah, I remember the reddish.
And then if you go left too, I love that one. They were navy blue and gold.
Okay,
I love the colors.
I enjoy this one.
Well, that's what they tried to inspire now is.
This kind of that old 70s look to it. I think the logo's not bad.
You haven't seen like when the whole... Remember they got in trouble with banging the trash cans? Remember about that?
Yeah.
People were putting a trash can instead of the Houston trash cans.
That's good.
Or trash throws, and then they were putting the...
Trash throws. Number 23 is the Mets. It's just it's pretty much a font.
NY.
Yeah. Braves. I think the Braves is pretty unique, especially with the tomahawk.
I have their alternate. It's just a tomahawk. It's badass.
That's pretty cool. Pirates is just a P. I think I would put this down like 29, 30. I don't know why it's
this is
high.
black and yellow. It's cool, but
colors are, but not the logo.
I like all the logos. I'm just being biased.
Same with the Phillies.
It's the P, yeah. Put higher.
19's the Rays.
I'll put that like higher. Remember we had this debate last year?
Yeah, we did.
How do we say it? Higher isn't bad?
I say lower is bad because the highest one is number one.
Okay, so lower. Okay.
So I would put this lower as well. Yeah.
But now the Devil Rays logo. Look up the Devil Rays logo.
Devil Rays?
Tampa. Oh. With the little Devil Ray on it and they're purple. Oh.
This is the one I remember, I think. The Devil Rays.
Did you press enter or no?
Thought I did. Oh, sorry, my internet went out. Sometimes it goes out, man.
Your internet goes out?
Yeah, we've had ever since the guy came out and fixed our internet lines. I've had to call him.
That doesn't affect our recording, right? Because it's not.
Nope, it's all based locally. So we're just waiting for the internet.
Is that because you're just whatever your spot you're in?
I don't know. See, it's already back on. It goes off for like 30 seconds. Yeah, this is the one that like when I was, watching baseball and stuff. This is what they played with.
That's cool, huh? That one,
yeah. Kansas City Royals,
simple,
18.
Yeah.
I would put this
like
lower.
Tampa, old New Tampa. It's
Cubs, classic. I actually like the way the logo looks. I think it's very sharp. I thought this one would be higher. The Tigers, kind of a classic
lower.
Take, but
just a D. Oh, like old English.
Boring.
Yeah, old English D. Yeah.
The Sox.
It's cool.
Pretty cool. You can respect
boring.
it. 14's the Brewers. I like the Brewers
because it has a little the wheat leaf under it.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. 13's the Padres. Simple, but I think it's classy. But it's all in that same little boat. Just it's font.
Just letters. It's
12's the Giants.
Font.
Similar. Oakland A's number
colors
11.
Are cool. I love the colors.
Colors are awesome. 10 is the Red Sox. That's a classic B. I think they've done. This is more about what they've done, I think, than actually how it looks. 9's the Twins.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Twin Cities,
TC, Twin Cities. The Rangers is number 8. Same. Kind of a...
in baseball, you see the trend. It's just mostly fonts.
Yeah. 7's the Nationals, which theirs looks pretty tight, man.
Remember the Expos logo?
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the one had like the red and all the stuff on it.
And they became the...
So the Expos became these guys.
The Expos became the Nationals.
Gotcha. Yeah, I love
cool.
That's badass.
And but see the M, and then the E is for it's something for French.
Really?
So the M's, that's the M, and then the E stands for is it Expos de Montreal or something like that, whatever French it is.
Huh. Yeah, because it is the French speaking part of Canada.
Yeah. Montreal.
31. Number 6 overall, the St. Louis Cardinals.
I like their other hats. It has the bird on it with a bat.
I totally agree, yeah. It's pretty cool. 5, the Angels. I could see
Old Angels logo with the wing. Remember that one?
Oh, sounds kind of familiar.
Remember Angels in the outfield?
Old logo.
That one's cool.
Yeah.
The A with the wing.
That's pretty tight.
I need to go back to that one. That one's cool.
Number 4, the Dodgers.
It's classic. It's cool, but it's like a font, though.
Yeah, it goes right in the Yankees.
That's going to be the last hat I get in my collection.
It'll be the last one for a reason. I think this one stands out with the font style logos.
It's cool. NY.
Looks really cool. Well done. Number 2, the Orioles.
Baltimore Orioles.
Can't argue that. It's tight. The number 1 logo.
Blue Jays is cool, too.
Blue Jays is pretty cool. I don't know if I'd put them number 1, though.
I'm not mad about the
Yeah, this one's not as bad as the Fox
It's
one
close.
for sure.
They're not. There's no far apart. Like yeah.
Yeah, the other thing we went through was horrible, dude. All right, so that's our sports news for this week. What else we got going on, man?
I think that's it.
I know we're gonna
praying the sports come back.
hopefully soon, and then hopefully we got a package coming in the mail today. Some crazy snacks. So something we're gonna start doing as soon as trying some crazy foods. So I think we're still kind of talking about it, figuring out how we're gonna do it exactly. But we're gonna probably set up a spin wheel. Set up a little snack cabinet with some crazy food. I went and bought a bunch
From like
off
different
Amazon.
countries and stuff.
Countries, foreign stuff, just kind of weird stuff. And we're going to take our turns just trying stuff at the end of each episode. So we'll get that started next week. We got some stuff coming in the mail for that. Any fan questions, comments, concerns, stuff you guys want to talk about, hear us talk about, make sure you hit us up on Instagram, all that good stuff. Please keep telling your friends, spread the word, let them know. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, much more, Overcast,
Undercast, Overcast,
Anchor, anything. If you listen to podcasts, we're probably there. Almost 100% positive. So that pretty much wraps up our week, man. Anything else you want to add before we call this baby? I gotta go hang a mirror in my bathroom and put up a cabinet.
So that's a life of being a homeowner, right?
Dude, that's all I do now is just hang up shit.
I think I would enjoy it, like doing the yard and stuff. That's like
so
a dream of
much.
mine, is to be like a professional groundskeeper. So I enjoy doing stuff to the yard.
I gotta go water the yard too because I just planted some grass seed and stuff.
Wait till later tonight to water it.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. That or I'll just do it now and then tonight. I probably might end up doing that.
But you're wasting water though. Just wait till tonight. When did you throw the seed out?
Yesterday.
Just wait till tonight and do it.
Yeah. So the water, if you water it like during the day when it's hot like this, you said you lose most of the water.
Let me look up this. You lose like so much water for evaporation.
You're getting old when you're excited by grass seeds and water.
Yeah, I remember learning that from my old boss.
I feel like I've done more projects around the house in the last 3 weeks than I've done in my entire life. I've always wanted to hang a soundbar, mount a TV, did all that. I've always wanted to, learn how to patch holes and stuff in drywall. I've done that many a times. Now,
I can't. Yeah, you lose 25% of water.
So a quarter, it's kind of a waste.
A quarter for heat and wind. So yeah, so you water early in the morning or late at night. That way,
Okay.
the water just sits there.
So I'll probably do it because I want to fire up the grill again. Oh, I forgot to show you.
I saw a picture of the chicken and the hot dogs.
Did
and stuff
they show you?
I saw Britt posted it.
She did?
It looked good.
She didn't even tag me in it, dude.
Or she storied it. It looked bomb though.
It was super good. There's some left in there too. That one?
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
well, it was a different view, but...
So I went to Walmart yesterday, and they do the yellow stickers, the CVP program, where they basically give you like 30% off if it's getting close to date.
Yeah.
I bought a bag of leg quarters, which is your thigh and your drumstick, for $4.20, and it had, I think it was like 10 of leg quarters in it.
10?
So that chicken would cost me like $1.50 right there. That's
Jeez.
it. So I marinated them in the lemons from our backyard, from the lemon tree. Put some lemon, some garlic, salt, pepper, a little chili powder, a little bit of apple juice for sweetness, vinegar, and vegetable oil. Marinated them all day, and then cooked them on the grill with some brats.
Good.
Woo!
You know what I mean better, Sean, is if you had the hot sauce from Hot Ones, and while it's cooking, I did it on my house. I mixed the hot sauce with some butter and melted the butter.
Mm-hmm.
Then I put on a brush, and while I was cooking, I basted the skin. It was bomb.
That's a good idea. I want to be grilling out tonight. I'm going to do hot links.
If you had wings, it'd probably be better with wings because it's smaller. You get more of the...
Dude, those wings your dad did on the grill a while back were killer.
Super Bowl, right? Was it Super Bowl?
I think it was Super Bowl. Yeah. Damn.
Good, huh?
Those were... And they weren't even sauced, man.
Marinades. And then it came off the bone.
They were amazing. All right, we're just going to talk about food the rest of the time, but... All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We're going to wrap this shit up, and we'll see you next week. Hit us up on social media. Let us know what you want to hear. Check us out on all the podcast platforms. Make sure you like and subscribe. Please tell your friends. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We're starting to get some hot weather in. Keep social distancing if you can. And hope you enjoyed it. This is Sean.
This is Aaron.
And this is Yelling from the Stands, guys. Take it easy.